Hello, Capricorn. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for February 7th through the 13th. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I truly appreciate all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Now, these are general readings, Capricorn, so things might not always resonate with your sun sign. Be sure to check out your rising sign or moon sign, which might resonate with you more for this week ahead. So, Capricorn, let's get into the reading. First card, the Nine of Swords. Next, the Hierophant. And the Seven of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay, Capricorn. There is positive energy moving in this week, almost like putting an end to difficulties that you might have been having. Maybe something that you were worried about or concerned about. So what I'm picking up is a more uplifting kind of energy coming in, almost like putting the harmony and balance back into your daily life. So with that being said, let's take a look at each of your cards. First card we have, what I'm going to say, a more graphic Nine of Swords. This is definitely not being able to sleep at night, possibly having nightmares when you do catch some shut-eye, lots of worry, obsessive thinking about the same thing over and over again. So yes, with it being the sword energy, your mental energies are in overdrive. And this is an energy where I feel it's coming from within. This is really being too hard on yourself or just worried about your future, maybe worried about what people think. So this nine energy with the Nine of Swords is like a vicious cycle that you're caught in, you're trapped in. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Nine of Swords, see what other information can help us out here. Queen of Wands. Someone around you can really help you out and set things straight, Capricorn. Queen of Wands could be an Aries individual, a Leo individual. This is someone that's very straightforward, very confident, very passionate individual. She's got a very charismatic and inspiring energy around her. So this is someone that can help you out, Capricorn, maybe putting things in perspective for you. And that's kind of what I'm picking up with this energy. Now the next card, the Hierophant. And with it being a major arcana card, there could be a need for change in order to put an end to this Nine of Swords energy. Now with this particular Hierophant card in this deck, first, yes, the message is about change. There can be an indication here that your idea, you have very high ideals, but don't know how to express them in the world. And maybe you aren't sure what your values are specifically, Capricorn. So your actions can almost be like presented in the wrong way, maybe a chaotic type way. So this card showing up in your reading is to have you connect with your beliefs, connect that with your behavior. So one or two things might be happening here where you're becoming your own Hierophant, or you need to seek out one. And that could be the Queen of Wands showing up this week for you. This is someone that can put you in the right perspective, a positive mindset, presenting things in the best possible spiritual light, you might say. Kind of helping you to be able to go with the flow. But again, positive mindset. Now, what we see here is this teacher, this mentor, the Hierophant, being depicted maybe somewhat like, I'm going to say, let's say a sacred chiropractor who's helping to align like your core by being practical and combining your actions with your core belief. Kind of getting you towards self-reflection, Capricorn. This is really an energy coming in, telling you to be honest with yourself, because your everyday actions point to your true values. That's what's represented on his crown here, the lotus. That's at the first level. You have to do at least that. Be honest with yourself. So if you're confused about your values, just review your daily actions, including spending. Spending money seems to come up, Capricorn. And your values will become clear. And if you don't like what you see, determine what values you'd rather express. And then change your actions to kind of meet up with those values. So if you want to be a better person or achieve a certain goal, you need to be more aligned and balanced and get all your energy moving in the same direction. Now, the Hierophant is that number 5 numerology. Not an easy energy to deal with. 5's very challenging, shaking things up, having you break old habits, and for some of you, passing through fire to be made stronger. Now, 5 is the number of the 3rd chakra. So it's in regards to communication. So there's a need for you to speak clearly, to express yourself. But once again, lining up your core values and beliefs with your actions. Now, the Hierophant is actually Taurus's card and energy, so it's something that's very dependable, very responsible, a very familiar energy. Traditions, it's in regards to institutions, anything that, like the Hierophant represents for you, Capricorn, you would fall back on. But you need to ask yourself this week, is that still working for you? There's an indication here, changing maybe your perspective, Capricorn. Put an end to what you're worried about, what you're thinking about. Put yourself on the path of practicing a positive mindset on a daily basis. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Hierophant. Definitely, this could be where you're taking the traits of what the Hierophant represents, or you're going to go to someone for advice, maybe a new teacher, someone new to follow. Ten of Cups. Well, I like the energy that's coming through, because if you do get everything aligned, as we talked about with the Hierophant, this is kind of the happily ever after card, the 10 of Cups. This is how you will be feeling. Positive mindset, putting some spirituality, very uplifting energy in your daily life. Taking a look now at your next card. Wow. 7 of Swords. Now, at first glance, what I'm intuitively picking up, you've been hiding something from others, Capricorn. You're trying to come to your own conclusion. You're looking up information, researching things, trying to figure out your own solution to what I feel this 9 of Swords is here. what you're worried about, why you can't sleep, what you keep thinking about over and over. Lots of swords energy. Your mental energies, Cap, are just in overdrive. Now, this Seven of Swords is kind of like a stealth energy. Maybe you have trouble presenting what you want to say in the right way, so your communication doesn't match up with what you wanted to say, how you wanted it to be perceived. Seven of Swords also warns of like considering a different plan, a different way to go about it. This number 7 energy with this card is something that you're dealing with that you don't have any control over, but you're trying desperately to find a solution. And maybe you're doing it completely on your own as you're not sharing what's keeping you up at night with that Nine of Swords. So that's what I'm picking up with this Seven of Swords. I don't feel it's anyone around you, Capricorn, like sneaking behind your back or doing something harmful. I'm picking up this is your energy where you're hiding something like what you've been thinking about, how you've been feeling. You're hiding that from maybe the closest people around you. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Seven of Swords. The Tower. Wow. Wow, Capricorn. Wow. But I feel the Tower energy is what you're worried about. That kind of a situation. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that's what you're worried about. And remember the law of attraction. If you think the worst, that's usually what shows up. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, your last card here is the Ten of Swords. This is kind of like the key to what your tarot cards are all indicating. Now, I actually like this energy because the Ten of Swords means the worst is over. There's no way anything else is going to happen. One sword would have done the trick here, but there are 10, so that's the worst it could possibly be. So the worst is over. An end to a cycle, a situation, maybe what you were worried about, maybe what was keeping you up at night. Because 10 here is closure. Something's coming to completion, closure, the end. Maybe something that's been on your mind and now either with a change of perspective, a positive mindset could put an end to that. Put an end to this Nine of Swords energy. This is kind of stop fighting it, Capricorn. Can also mean for some Capricorns, what I'm picking up is there's a situation that's done and over with in your life, but you're either still complaining about it, talking about it, maybe even fighting about it, trying to bring a different change to it, which isn't going to happen. It's just giving that energy the power for it to stay around. So whatever has ended, whether it's this week or previously, and I feel this is for maybe just a few Capricorns or a particular Capricorn that needs to hear it. You're still talking about whatever has ended, whatever is done, maybe something you went through, an experience. And the more you keep talking about it over and over, you're giving it all the more momentum and power. And it's going to make you feel lousy, contributing to this Nine of Swords energy. So that was a message that someone needed to hear. It's what my guides were indicating. Now, your numerology for your 3 tarot cards is number 21, which reduces to 3, which is an indication of new beginnings for you. The worst is over with this Ten of Swords. So there are new beginnings coming in. The light at the end of the tunnel, the silver lining. I'm trying to think of all those sayings. So this is where it's up to you, Capricorn, to have that positive mindset so that you can bring that kind of energy into yourself. Looks like you're going to have the help of the Queen of Wands to kind of help you sort things out. And again, that would be an Aries or a Leo individual. Now, this certainly could be something that you're dealing with in the home. It could be family members, it could be friends, it could be something in the workplace. And actually, your Queen of Wands could be a supervisor or possibly like an HR individual, like in the case where there's like an HR type of issue, grievances. But it's coming to a close. Just don't keep talking about it, Capricorn. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. First card, first chakra, Archangel Michael. Excellent. Fortune for the week is Jug. And your crystal for the week, Chiastolite, which I actually have a small piece. Let me bring that into the reading. It's got the cross on there. Okay, well, let's go back to your first card here. And you have first chakra, Archangel Michael. And I'm really drawn to the 35, reduces to 8, and that's abundance. This is angelic communication coming in. This is stability, security, and this is Archangel Michael holding this beautiful globe of red energy right at the first chakra. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. It's revealing that your energy should now be flowing freely regarding these issues that your cards are indicating. He's here to help you out, Capricorn. These challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. So even if you had problems with feeling secure and stable, things are going in the right direction. This angel is with you, bringing you strength, stability, and you're capable of taking action as well, Capricorn, moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security, setting positive intentions on a daily basis. So I like the fact that I could pick up this number 8 abundant energy coming in. And you could always meditate and ask for Archangel Michael's assistance. That's what he's coming in for. This is divine intervention and a chance for you to tap into this divine communication. Now, your fortune for the week is Jug. And I really like this energy. Very simply, it says a lighthearted, carefree time. So again, the mental energies here are calming down, positive mindset. Things are getting better, Capricorn. Whatever you were worried about or concerned about, whatever was going on, the help of the Queen of Wands, a positive mindset, being honest with yourself, that's going to change things up. And you got the 10 of Swords here. The worst is over. So obviously a situation or something that you were looking for a solution to, whether it be in the workplace, at home, friends, family, whatever it is, Capricorn, maybe a problem with your money, your finances. The worst is over. And just ask for help from Archangel Michael. Now, your last card here, Chiastolite. This concerns your root chakra, which is what you need to have grounded and centered. But this energy is in regards to your past loved ones. So this might not resonate with all of you. There's an indication here. You could meditate and ask for your ancestors, your past loved ones for assistance as well. They're always with you, constantly looking after you and your family. But there's an indication here with this card, messages coming in for you to move forward and know that everything is going to be okay. And that's for some Capricorns. Maybe someone that's passed on is trying to communicate with you, trying to send you signs to kind of signal that they're still around you. But you really have to have an open heart and mind to this kind of connection. It can be in very different forms. You could get like a physical sensation, like your hair tingling or feeling that someone is near you, but no one's actually there. Now, you might notice things out in nature with birds and butterflies, dragonflies. Here in Arizona, I was surprised at this time of year to see hummingbirds. But it's a sign. It's a signal. And when you do see something unusual, take note of what you were thinking about at that moment. And it's just an indication that your past loved ones are with you. This can also be in the form of like electrical things in your home, maybe acting up, switching on or off, light bulbs burning out. These are not coincidences, Capricorn. Take note of these signs. So open yourself up to the possibility of a connection with your past loved ones. It's intact. It's just in a different form. That love between you is still there. So someone needed to hear that in regards to someone that's passed on. And Archangel Michael can also help you connect you up. So you'll get that feeling of being safe and secure. So Capricorn, not as bad as your cards look. If you've been having a hard time, worried about something, maybe trying to research, finding answers, solution, the worst is going to be over. You need to pay heed to karma, law of attraction, because if you're expecting the worst, that's exactly what's going to show up to you. You're going to generate that same energy. There's something here with the Ten of Swords where I'm picking up, there's a Capricorn like constantly talking about a past experience. It's over. It's done with. It's not going to change by talking about it. It's just going to make you feel lousy. It's keeping that energy around you, and you need to let that go. Don't give that energy. Don't let it get momentum. You don't want to keep that negative energy around you. Things are going to get better. Your fortune is Jug. Maybe go out and do something fun and change up the energy, Capricorn. And by all means, connect up with the Archangel Michael, because your guardian angels, spirit guides are around you at all times. But you need to call upon them for them to help you. So Capricorn, that is your messages and guidance from Spirit, from the cards that you received this week. I do hope you have a wonderful week ahead. The worst is over. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. And for private tarot card reading, the links are listed below. Love and abundance to my Capricorn family.